Money and welcome with Rcare Overseas Education. So in this video, we're going to discuss advantages and disadvantages of Ausbildung. Because this is a question which is being generally asked by the student who has graduated in 12th and wanted to apply for Ausbildung. So I'm going to discuss in this video some scenarios which I feel, this is my opinion, that what are the advantages and disadvantages of Ausbildung. So let's talk about it. These are the 5 important points which I have just calculated, which I have thought they might be the advantages and disadvantages. So I received a call few months back from one of the students who has already done Ausbildung from Germany, and he went through some agent or some consultancy, I don't remember. She has already done the Ausbildung. Now she is facing a challenge that she is not able to get up a job over there in a big company. She is getting a job, but in a small company. Why? Because they need a graduate. So there's a difference between a graduate and a student who has done Ausbildung. So that's the reason why we always say please be graduated first, because Ausbildung is just like a diploma. It's not a graduation. So the students who do not have a problem related to their funds or maybe any other issue, they should go for a bachelor's first and then you can work. Alright, if you have certain problem related to any financial problem or whatever the situation is, then you can opt for Ausbildung. So this is the first point which you have to keep in mind, because if you're a student, then also you can work part-time. That's not a problem. Alright, so that's the first part. The second part is, this is a disadvantage which I have started from. Let me just talk about the advantage now. So advantage is, when we are student and we are wanted to work part-time, we have certain limitation. The limitation is that we can work up till this time and we can earn up till this amount. But when we are doing Ausbildung, the part-time job or the money we are earning on a higher side, which is between 700 to 1500 euros minimum. So that's one of the advantage for the people who really wanted to earn money and wanted to get settled due to any reason. But this is one plus point which I feel. The third point which I feel about Ausbildung is you need the language. You need the language up to C1. So for bachelors, you can get an admission on B2. You can get an admission in English Public University also. How? You can watch our YouTube channel where we have described the entire playlist for the bachelors in Germany. But you can get an English program, you can get an admission to the public university when you are done with B2 or you are done with B1. So how is this? But language is the most important part. In Ausbildung, you have to clear B2 or C1 to get the Ausbildung done. That's one of the points which you have to keep in mind. So the fourth advantage over Ausbildung to the bachelor studies, I would say that you are once you go to Germany and you are doing your Ausbildung, the exposure level is really high as compared to the bachelor student, because you have the work experience altogether. Just try for the biological students who don't want to become a doctor, but they're not understanding that what exactly you can do after your 12th. So I feel for them, nursing is the best option. It's an amazing option, and it's a need, it's a requirement in Germany for the nurses. So they're really paid high about it. So this is a good idea over the bachelors, because for any bachelors it takes at least 4 years to get employed. But in Ausbildung you are employed from the first day. You're earning a good amount of salary. So the fifth point is over the disadvantages of Ausbildung over the bachelors is it is limited. Ausbildung is limited. It is not in every it's not unlimited everywhere you can find the Ausbildung. There's certain institutes where it is possible, not everywhere. Rather, the bachelor's is possible in all the universities. You have a lot of options, but for Ausbildung it's limited. So these are the advantages and disadvantages what I think over Ausbildung to bachelors, because a lot of students ask me this question and I thought to create up a video on this so that your vision is being cleared over Ausbildung, whether you should go for Ausbildung or you should go for bachelors, what exactly you will do altogether. But it depends upon the scenario. There are certain people in India who are at the age of 30 One more important. Ausbildung has a specific age. You cannot apply at any age. This is also you have to keep in mind. If you are above 30, it's very difficult. There's certain age limit, which I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. It should be not more than 28. It should not be more than 28. Then only you can apply for Ausbildung. So the age factor is also important. But for the bachelor's, you can apply. You should also apply for 20. Not on a higher age, because you will get an admission, but it might be a problem for the visa. So what I wanted to conclude, for the people who have done their bachelor's but not getting job, or they're struggling for the job, or they're struggling for the program, then Ausbildung is a good idea. But for the bachelor students who have just passed 12 and you do not have those struggles, then please go for the bachelor's. Then you can think about Ausbildung. So if you have any questions related to Ausbildung or related to bachelor's in Germany, you're most welcome. We have the different playlists for bachelor's in Germany, for Ausbildung, for master's in Germany, for education in Italy or in Poland. So we have different playlists. You can go through it and they'll really help you out. Thank you for watching this video.